I'm good.
All right, very good. So yeah,
So can I
go ahead?
I was going to ask to clarify just abilities, basically. Fighting is to hit with melee weapons.
Correct.
Accuracy is
Strength-based.
to hit with strength-based melee weapons.
No, accuracy
would be,
yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
so fighting is strength-based to hit strength-based melee weapons. Accuracy would be to hit for ranged and dexterity weapons like rapiers and stuff like that.
Perfect. You got
Strength would be plus to damage for strength weapons.
Correct.
And perception is plus to damage for ranged weapons and finesse weapons.
Yes and no. I forget which one, but yeah, we'll double check it. And if it's I think it is that way in Fantasy Age, but we'll check it. So we'll double check that.
Okay, cool.
I can't remember if because I've got so many numbers and stuff going through my head. If they didn't change it to perception, it will be dexterity still. But we'll double check that. So just kind of we'll take a note on that and we'll come back to that. We'll shelve that. So you guys have your ability scores now. That's pretty cool. All right, so under number 2 still in character creation, the ability focuses, like I said, are your skill checks. So just call your skill checks ability focuses. Or if you want to call them skill checks, I don't care because I know what you're talking about. So ability focuses, I believe your background will give you they'll give you some focuses, but then you can improve them. So you can go from a +1 to a +2 because every single level, which we'll take a look at with the classes, you're going to get to upgrade ability focuses that you have, or you can take new ones also. So, but all of the ability focuses are listed. So, you can, and accuracy. One other thing is your arcane lance for a mage, that's based off of accuracy. It's not based off of intelligence. They treat it as like a ranged weapon attack. You'll also notice in the accuracy focuses, I've listed black powder. Black powder is not in Dragon Age, but it's in Fantasy Age. So do you guys want to use black powder weapons? I'm going to give you guys the option. Yay for black powder weapons or nay?
I say yay.
Yay.
I figured you guys would all say yay. You vote nay? Ooh, a 2 versus 1.
I say no too.
No?
And
Okay.
if we say no,
come on, Worm.
Worm is the
say
deciding
no-
factor.
All right, Worm. You know
if we
it's no
say
good
no, does that
fantasy.
mean that the monsters can use them?
Yes.
Or if we say no, it's like, so no matter what, it's just us not using them, but the monsters can still use them?
No, if you don't use them, monsters don't use them. I'm not going to do that to you, Worm. Come on.
All right, I'm going to say nay then.
All
Not
right.
use
So,
them.
very good. So we are going to stay to the lore of Dragon Age. So we will not be using black powder weaponry.
And I'm not
all right.
racist. I just didn't want to use a gun.
So you're under your accuracy focuses, you'll notice that there's bow. If you take bows, this means that you're going to be proficient with weapons from the bows weapon group. So not only will you be adding your accuracy to hit, you'll also be adding your bow's accuracy focus. So if you have a 2 in your accuracy score, your bow proficiency will give you another 2. So you'll have a +4 to hit, which is pretty nice. And you can continue to raise these focuses up. But I will say this, once you get to a certain point, it's going to cost you multiple focus level ups to get past a certain point. And I think it's, let me check out the focuses really quick. I believe it'll cost you 2 for 1. So after, I think it's, once you get to 4 or something like that, 4 or 5 and something, it'll cost you 2 for 1. So you'll have to kind of save a focus up before you raise another focus, if you get what I'm saying. So I've got that on there, so we're going to look up
All right,
damage
just to make
for
sure
missile
that
weapons.
just to make sure that I'm cool with this, so put my numbers in, and then because I'm an Anders survivor, I get a +1 Constitution. So I'll put a +1 on the Constitution. Then it says pick one of the focuses, and I have Constitution, stamina or strength for climbing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're gonna get to the charts in just a second that you guys when you picked your background. So I'm just kind of going through each step of the character creation. So, now that we've already done step 2, now we're on step 3, what you were just talking about, Worm. So now that you guys have your backgrounds, there are a ton of them, and even though they're in the races sidebar button. So, all right, so let's go with check for traps. You're playing a dwarf duster, is it?
No, city elf.
The city elf. Okay. So
that's different than those dandy elves.
when
Yeah, that's for sure.
when you chose your city elf, you kind of read about the city elf, and then on the others tab, that's where you get your bonuses. So the city elf gets a +1 to dexterity. You choose your class, you choose your one ability focus. So you get to choose one ability focus or skill. So you get to choose between dexterity stealth and perception seeing.
So I'm going to pick dexterity stealth on that. And where does that go on my character sheet? So just,
okay, on your character sheet, see where it says dexterity on the left. See that line under it? You'll just type in the focus. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you have that focus, that means that it's +2, right?
Correct. Right.
But if you ever decide you want to upgrade it again, then as a note, you'll put, +3 beside it.
Sure. Okay.
So also on your character sheets, really quick, seeing that we're talking about ability scores and focus. In fact, no, we'll come back to that. So scratch that. So to get back with your city elf, you get to choose one ability focus. You get you get to read the trade tongue. Your speed is going to be 12 plus your dexterity plus any armor penalty if you have it. So you can calculate that and put the speed in there. And then lastly, every single race and background in Dragon Age, you get there's a table that you can roll twice on. So you get to roll twice, and it will output it to the chat, and you can get different. It's basically just giving a little bit more randomness to. You can get ability score bonuses. You can get focuses. You can, basically that's what you get. You're going to get either focuses or an ability score improvement. So why don't you go ahead and roll twice on the city elf table, and let's see what you get. Oh, cool. So
dexterity,
nice.
Focus, initiative.
Yeah, so you get a +2 to your initiatives. Plus, you also get to count your dex as well. So, like I said, if you got a 2 in dexterity, and when you're rolling initiative, you get to add another 2. So you're at +4 for initiative, which is cool.
Sweet.
All right, so roll another time. And you also get perception searching. So that's exactly what it sounds like when you're searching the room for treasure, which you guys love to do. There you go. You get a +2 for that.
Where's the table? How do you roll on a table?
Let's see. You have what now? We'll go to you. Hold on. We'll get back to you in just a sec. Did you find the races, Worm?
Yeah. So it's in the races tab. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. When you click on race, the very top one is Anders Survivor. And on the right-hand side, there's the main tab, which has all of the lore and information.
Oh, it's in the other tab.
Yeah,
okay,
correct.
Sorry.
It's in the other tab. No, sorry. No problem, Worm. Just don't let it happen again, or I'm going to kill your fucking character right off the bat. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Diurn, you're next. It's all right. I cussed. I didn't mean to. I'm trying not to. So, Dyron, what's
So I'm a lowborn
dwarf? All right. So you saw your other bonuses. Your +1 to con. You get to choose a cast. You get to choose one ability focus between communication, persuasion, or constitution stamina. You get magic resistance, which is nice. Your speed is going to be 8 plus dex minus any armor penalty. You chose your class already, and then let's go with your 2 rolls on the lowborn dwarf table. So you're going to get communication bargaining. So that's cool. That's wheeling and dealing for trying to get better prices for selling and purchasing stuff. So that's cool. And then what's your other role? Is communication etiquette. Yes, exactly. You do it properly.
With the finger, the little pinky is up.
Yes, you are.
While you're hitting with your pickaxe.
But you're a lowborn, so does that mean you're like a slave at some nobleman's house, or how does that work?
I just bowed to you.
All right, murder hobo.
Hello? Yes?
You're a human apostate.
Yes, I had to change it because as I was reading the Farrellin, you can't play a mage in that deal, so I had to switch it up to a human apostate. So I'm going to be basically a human priest that has to sort of hide his magical abilities wherever he goes, except for...
I don't see... So what race are you... I mean, what background are you choosing? And so, because there's no humans. There are humans, but they're like the
apostate.
Okay, all right, there you go. All right.
There's elf apostate and human apostate. So I'm taking human apostate.
Yep.
I did have the background in there, right? Just it is apostate.
Yeah.
It's human in particular. I'm not sure where the social class comes from, but the class would be mage.
Let me check something really quick. I think you can take apostate. No, you can't.
Do that,
okay.
Dave. Check.
Okay, so you get +1 to willpower. You've got your class. You already choose your race that you're going to be between human and elf. You get to choose an ability focus between cunning, natural lore, or willpower, self-discipline. And if you don't know what these do, you can go back to number 2 and read what these do also, these focuses.
Okay, I'm going to take willpower, self-discipline.
Okay.
So where do I write it on the sheet in the notes or something?
On the character sheet, thanks for listening. On the character sheet, under the ability score on the left-hand side, there is a line. You'll just write in all of your focuses on those lines. So you chose what now? You chose willpower, self-discipline. Yeah, so on the willpower ability score on the main tab of your character sheet, all the way down up, there you go. I see you typing it in now, so you're good to go.
Yeah, I ain't no dummy. I was doing something else.
This ain't no Savage Worlds game, Gary.
Damn, I could tell, son. Now I get self-discipline there, and I get a natural 1, so I just put 1 in there, but I still have to assign my abilities to that. Choose whether I'm human or elf. I've done that. I can speak the trade language, and I've taken the mage class.
Very good.
So
I like it.
Where's the speak
your
the
rollable
trade
table?
language? And then my rollable table.
Your languages, you'll put that on your languages tab, which is I believe it's the third tab notes.
I found her, Dave. I found her. Trade tongue. I can speak the tongue of trades. Do you know how that goes? I got a 1 and a 1 and a 2 and I'm gonna get him. That's my trade tongue.
I'm gonna make sure there's an auction in this game now.
Roll twice on the apostate table.
You do, yeah. And there's 2 different tables, one for the elf, one for the human, and you get 2 rolls. So good luck, sir. Nobody's gotten an ability score yet.
Where do I find this table of the apostate?
It's called the apostate table, where it's on the other tab. right under you see you get +1 to willpower. The apostate table.
Help a brother out here, Dave.
All right. Are you on
On
are you on the races? Where
Okay.
it lists all of the
Do
races.
Character concept. Okay, races.
Okay, then
And I went
just
down to the
apostate.
apostate.
Third one down. Yep. And then you open
Yeah.
that up, and then the other tab has all of your bonuses.
Oh, okay. There it is.
And in the apostate tables where you want to roll on the elf
or a human. So I got to click on this. Man, I'm doing the deep dive here, buddy. Choose whether you are okay. I did that. Choose apostate table. Is that what I'm going to? There we go. Human apostate table. All right.
Here.
Do I
You
get
two
I win a
rolls.
prize for finding it?
You get
Roll
two
number
rolls. That's your prize. You get the Constitution stamina focus.
So underneath Constitution, I write in stamina because that's a focus kind of a thing.
That's it. Yep. And I believe it also gives. Oh, nice. Ooh, you got deception. So you got the communication deception focus also. You almost got +1 to intelligence. Would have really been nice for you, but so close, but so far away. Gary,
That's going to come in handy because I don't cast magic. I don't know what you think you saw.
all right.
Magic,
so you
that's
got
for those outlaw people.
Constitution stamina and communication deception, and I would read what all of those different ability focuses do for you also. Okay, Pernicious, you're up now.
Yes, sir. So +1 to strength.
Yeah, you're playing what again?
Highborn Dwarf.
All right. Yeah, so the Highborn Dwarf is going to give you an additional +1 strength. You choose your caste, you choose your class. You get to choose one ability focus between dexterity crafting, strength intimidation, or strength smithing.
Okay.
Then of
Can
course
I
you get
stew on that?
languages. Yeah, you can stew on that. Yeah. Magic resistance. Your speed is 8+ dex minus armor, and then you get to roll twice on the Highborn Dwarf table. So you got a 10, which is intelligence engineering. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Constitution.
Constitution stamina. I was looking at the wrong one. All right. Ooh, you got +1 to willpower. That's not too bad.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
All right. I'll get everything. You get language. Where does the magic resistance go? Or do I just need to keep track of that?
You can take that, and I believe you can drag and drop that on the abilities tab. I believe. Let me 1 second. On let's see. You should be able to drag and drop it into powers, talents, specializations, stuff like that. On the right hand side, on the main tab of the character sheet.
Yeah, it didn't go. I'll see if I can type it in there.
You'll have. I'm sorry, you'll have to type that in there. My bad. Yeah, that's not my bad. All right. So last but not least, Wormy, you're up.
All right. All right. So I'm the famous or infamous Andrus Wiener Noggin. So let me start with the. Let me start with the.
Wiener Noggin. That's a great.
Yeah.
That's a great
Right.
survivor's name. No one.
That's right. Because when people call me a dickhead, I'm just like, yeah, what's your deal? Yeah, it's my last name. Don't wear it out. Okay, so I'll first start by adding a 1 to Constitution,
Yep.
which will give me a deuce there, which is pretty exciting.
Yep. You get
Now
to
I'm gonna
choose
roll
an
on
ability. Wiener Noggin. You get to choose an ability focus between Constitution stamina or strength climbing. And
I'm
then,
going to
of
go with
course,
Constitution Stamina.
all right, sounds good. And then you get to roll twice on the Wienernoggin Anders survival table. Anders survivor table. Man,
Man, are you drinking some beers back there, Dave?
No.
I don't know what's going on.
no.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to
wish I
roll
was.
twice. Number 1 is intelligent historical lore. Wow.
It's a good one. I never know when that could be, when it could come in handy. All right, let's see your second.
All right, we'll
roll
hit the
there.
second one.
That sounds like a big dog. Willpower, courage. Yep. So instead of running away, that +2 bonus may allow you to stay into the heat of combat.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll run to something.
All right, so the races have been chosen. Your background roles have been done. We're going to go to classes now. So that's we're on step 4. We're on step 4 classes, which is cool. So with the classes, there's 3 core classes in Dragon Age. There's the mage, the rogue, and the warrior. You guys have already chose those. So when you click on, say you're playing the mage, you click on the mage. On the other tab, it has every single item that you get when you level up. And it's all level based. So I took the time and went through every single class and put in all the upgrades. So as you can see, every class gets a ton of stuff every level. So at level 1, if you're playing a mage, you get Arcane Lance, which is based off of accuracy. You get your magic training. This gives you, the ability to cast spells, and you get to cast 2 magic. You begin with 2 magic talents and 4 spells. So you can choose 2 different, and when you choose your 2 magic talents, you add that into your intelligence focus. So if you take blood magic, you'll add blood into intelligence. So anytime you cast a blood magic spell, it's +2. Or whatever other school of magic you decide to take, as long as you cast a spell in that field, then you get a +2 bonus. And then you get 4 spells to start with your arsenal of spells. Then you get your magic points. It equals to 10. Ooh, we need to change that to intelligence. So it's 10 plus intelligence plus 1d6. So magic, I goofed up there. Magic is also taken out of Dragon Age. Magic is an ability score. It's taken out. It's intelligence. So basically, cunning and magic from Dragon Age get rolled up into intelligence. All right. So yeah, you'll start with mana points of 10 plus intelligence and an additional 1d6. And then you'll see if you're playing the mage, and then you get a starting talent at level 1. So you'll go to the talents sidebar button, and you become a novice in one of the following: chirurgy, linguistics, or lore, and then you can drag and drop those talents onto your character sheet. So then you'll see at level 2, when you're a mage, you get your health adjustment, you get more mana points, you get a new spell, primary ability advancement. Now this is what I want to talk to you guys. Everybody open up your character sheet. On the main tab of your character sheet, to the right of your ability scores, you'll see that little radio button. See that little radio button? Now, if every class at the top on the other tab has your primary abilities listed and your secondary abilities listed. If it's a primary ability, like for the mage, is accuracy, intelligence, perception, and willpower, you'll check those radio boxes for your primary abilities. So, yeah. And old Wiener Noggin, I seen you checking boxes, so yeah, you got the right.
Yeah, so I get it here.
I'm
So
just calling you. I'm just calling you Wiener Noggin from. So you would have accuracy, intelligence, perception, and willpower.
Perception and willpower.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic.
So those are
And
your
then
primaries.
because I'm selecting that, is anything going up, or do I increase anything because they're primary? Or is it just
You will at level 2. So, when you look at the class powers at level 2, you'll see you get a primary ability advancement. You can take any of those 4 ability scores that you have checked as a primary. You can raise any of those up by 1. So I'm sure you would probably raise up intelligence again because it has everything to do with your class. And then, like I said,
you have I'm sorry to interrupt, but while you're on me, I took the class powers that have the 1 for level 1, and I drug them into my powers area for now. So I got Arcane Lance, and then Magic Training, and then Mana Points, but you were doing some calculation earlier. And then starting talent, I know that I have to select a starting talent, and then I'll erase that one from the list. But
sounds good. Yeah,
okay, so
looks good.
what was the calculation of the? Well, I'm sure we'll get there. Actually, let me just do my secondary abilities and then my starting health.
Yeah. So when you level up, it'll say primary ability advancement, and then when you hit level 3. Seeing that that's an odd number, you get a secondary ability advancement. So when you hit level 3, you'll be able to raise communication, constitution, dexterity, fighting, or strength by 1. So every single level, your ability scores are going up. Odd levels are going to be your secondaries, and then every even level, you're going to raise up a primary ability score. And the same thing goes for ability focuses as well, or your skills. So when you're an even level, you'll notice that you get a primary ability focus, and you can click on the red dragons on the right, and it'll tell you everything. So you can pick a new ability focus, and every time you gain an even number, you can choose another from your primary abilities. So you'll have a ton of skills, both primary and secondary. So every level you're getting, quite a few things to adjust with your character. And then also you'll notice that your starting health is 20 plus con plus 1d6.
All right, so let me roll my 1d6 for my starting health.
All right. 2. All right.
So I think that's 90. Got it.
Yep. So, and then you guys take a quick gander really quick at level 2, and it says health adjustment. When you hit level 2, your health increases and you gain 1d6 plus your constitution levels 1 through 10. So 1d6 plus con for levels 1 to 10. And then at 11 and higher, you don't roll 1d6 anymore. You just add your constitution ability. So that's how a health adjustment works. But like I said, every time you level, there are reminders for everything that you get for your class. And then your weapon groups for the mage will be brawling and staves, or staffs if you want to call them staffs. I know what you're saying. So, all right. So now that we've kind of looked at the mage, let's look at the rouge now. I know that you call the rogue the rouges.
Yeah, I already read the rouge.
So for the rogue, your primary abilities are accuracy, communication, dexterity, and perception. And like I said, on your character sheet, you'll check the radio boxes. So that's how you can determine, hey, I hit an even level, I can choose a primary ability score advancement or an ability focus. I can add a new one. And you can also raise up your ability focuses as well, past a +2, but you have to be a certain level. And I'll get you that information by the time we're done. Okay. So as a rouge, your secondary abilities are constitution, fighting, intelligence, strength, and willpower. And you'll get both ability focuses and improvements or advancements every odd level. Starting health for a rogue is 25 plus constitution plus 1d6. And your weapon groups are bows, brawling, light blades, and staves or staves. All right, for the warrior, we have